Hey guys, we're back on Novice, and we went ahead and made ourselves a few spiders. So I think it is time to go on a bug hunt. We've been wanting to clear out some more of these biters, so we're going to go head over here in this area, and we're going to go clear some biters. Um, so we're now running the newest update on Factorio. So one of the cool things that we can do is, because these updates, is if you uh, control left click with the controllers for your spiders, they will track another spider. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this up. Now they should all be connected to my purple spider. If we go over here, see, now they're going to follow my purple spider. Alrighty, so, oh, and here's what we got. We got a whole bunch of artillery shells. Um, these guys are basically just ammo carriers. I'm taking them all in there to carry my ammo for me. They've got their own personal lasers and stuff like that, but they're basically ammo carriers. So let's head on over here. And of course, along with being able to follow, we can now set routes. So if you click and then you shift click and you shift click and you shift click, you can create waypoints. So we're going to use that to our advantage, and we're going to meander our way up here past all of the nests that we've already kind of got, and we can watch them just head on over. Now 6 was the max I could make because I am out of the biological whatever it is that you got to have. Biomass, I think, is what, yeah, biomass. So I could only make 6 of them, unfortunately. But, 6 I think is enough. Like I say, I'm just basically using them as ammo carriers anyway. I mean, they do have their own defenses. But, you know, I think we're just going to go up here and blow the hell out of some biters. The goal, I've cleared a pathway for fence line here and fence line here. The goal is to clear everything in the middle of it out, basically, um, at this point. And we got a fair chunk of it cleared. So we'll see if we can't get up in here. And then take advantage of the fact that the spiders can't cross water until the devs change that up a little bit. And we're going to put down some artillery. And brought myself some inserters to fill. There we go. Half a stack apiece is plenty. And we're using burner inserters so that we don't have to have power out here. We just need to fill this on up. And there we go. And then we just got to keep the chest full. Three. Who needs artillery trains when you've got Spider-Trons, right? It's a lot of upset spitters. Okay, so Black Spider is the last one we've got with any ammo in it. Alright, and I think that is everybody within our auto fire circle. So let us go ahead and clear the people out that aren't. And we're going to start down here since this is the way we're walking up. We might as well take out the rest of these guys down here. And we're going to make them sad. Rainy day. How'd we do? Looks like we got most of that. Drop a couple more down here just to be safe. If you get too ahead of yourself, the other ones disappear and you gotta go back and do some of it again. I think they time out or whatever. So if you get too many at a time. Now these are probably just worms. We'll take care of some of them, I suppose. That is about all of it. We got a few more rounds that we can fire off here. Might as well clear out some of these worms and what have you. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6 rather. 5 and 9. 14 and 6 is 20 more. Oh, 20 more, huh? Alright, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 22. We'll see. let's make sure we cleaned out all of our trunks. Alrighty. And then we'll head back home. See if we run into any biters along the way here, since we pissed them all off. We just let them do their thing. Fun stuff. So I'm thinking thinking maybe here next, but to get to it we'd have to go through all of this. We could lay here and lay off here and let them have it, I suppose. Yeah, we get down here and then wipe these guys out, and then we can come over here and you know, find a little spot to chill out on the beach and blast a bunch more, I suppose. So I've been playing with the idea of messing about with the map editor. Anybody that's been playing Factorio for a while, I'm assuming, most everybody that's been playing for a while anyway, is probably familiar with the post-novice collapse scenario and map, and I guess the creator of that is working on a version 2. He's got himself a Patreon and whatnot for that. It sounds like he's gonna really kind of amp it up, as it were, from what it used to be, which is pretty cool. Let's get rid of that stone. We don't need that stone. It sounds kind of a cool idea. So what I thought maybe I might do is just not to copy him or anything, but I'm curious to play around with the map editor and see just how much of a pain in the butt that is. I don't know that I'm going to do it as a series per se, but I think I'm going to mess around with the map editor offline just to kind of get a feel for it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you guys messed with it at all? What do you think of it? Is it hard to get it to work, or is it pretty easy to get it to work? I'm just kind of curious. I think it would be fun to, I don't know, pick maybe a real world location and mess about with trying to recreate that. Is kind of what I thought might be a fun little mental exercise, as it were. So I'm thinking about it. We'll see. The other thing that came up in discussion is, and this has been asked before by others, but DJ Quad was asking if at some point I'd be running a server for, you know, the folks that watch my channel, kind of thing. And I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I don't want to do it on my own computer. That opens up possibilities and cans of worms and things like that. In addition to the fact that my internet connection here is not the best. It's kind of spotty sometimes, and it's not a very fast connection. And I already have a huge bandwidth usage per month on my account as it is. So if I were to do it, it would have to be on a host server somewhere. And then you get into the expenses of that and things like that. So I'm not opposed to it. I just don't know that A, I want the expense, and B, more importantly, like I've said, I do this for my own fun and my own entertainment and what have you, more so than YouTube notoriety, as it were. So I don't know necessarily if I want the additional workload and hassle that goes along with that. So, you know, we'll see. I'm kicking around the idea, I guess, a little bit, or kicking around the thought process, but you know, if I do, it's going to be not next week. You know, it's going to be at some point down the road. It is a possibility. It's, you know, I don't know if it's something you guys would be interested in or not. Again, it's another one of those let me know what you guys think kind of things, I guess. You know, like I say, I'm doing this for my fun, for the fun of it, not to increase my workload. You know, that kind of thing. It's purely for the entertainment value. Just like being a college professor was, and I told my boss with that, you know, when that got to be less than entertaining, I would be done with it. And as some of you guys already know, I have reached the point of that not being as entertaining as it once was, and I put in my notice at work and opted out of being a college professor at this point. So you know, I'm retired. I do things now more for my own personal enjoyment, personal entertainment, uh, you know, personal likes and what have you. I really enjoyed being a professor, and it was kind of neat, and it was fun to teach for a while. But after, gosh, I guess it's been 7 years now. The shine has kind of worn off of that. So and between that and the, you know, the human malware that's going around, I have not worked for the last 2 or 3 semesters because our enrollment sucks, because it's all online classes right now, so nobody's signing up for classes. So my classes have not run in the last 2 or 3 semesters anyway. And it just doesn't make a ton of sense for me personally to continue to offer classes or run classes or work for the college or whatever when I'm not teaching. So I basically have finally officially retired. I don't know how I feel about it. It's been a while in coming. I mean, I've been retired from the Army since '04. I certainly make plenty from my retirement to be able to pay all my bills. Luckily, I'm in a position where I outright own my house, etc. So I am able to live fairly comfortably without having to go to another job. A lot of guys get out and they have to work, and I did for a while. I worked several jobs after I got out, but have managed to reach a point where I no longer need to do that. I've paid off all of my debts and all of that. And I live in a house that I inherited when my mom passed, that I grew up in as a kid. So I do well for myself, if you will. I certainly can't complain. But the point of that being to say that, you know, I basically do things at this point in my life for what I find joy in, what I find pleasure doing and entertainment doing and things like that. So while it might be fun to do a server with a whole bunch of people, if it's a hassle, then it won't be fun. If it's a lot of work, it won't be fun. I like the idea of it. I like the entertainment value from it. I just don't want it to become my day job. So we'll see. I don't know. Again, let me know what you guys think. Are you interested? Are you not interested? Do you care? Do you not care? Etc. 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 Love to know you guys' feedback. And who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I can't say for certain. At this point, I'm trying to just kind of clear a pathway here. We don't have to deal with too many the next time we come through. Let's check. All right, so we got 48, 48, 10, so we got 58 and 58, right? So let's call it 60 and 60, about 120 shots. Take out most of what we can here. Alright, so we got about 10 more. That should be it. Yep, that's it. Alright, so let's take a look-see. So I think we can pick up stakes here. And we can move down here further. Cool. So I'm not going to sit here and bore you guys with this all night. I'm going to go here. I'm going to shoot at stuff all night probably, but I'm not going to bore you guys with it. I just figured I'd share some of it. But so that's my my thought processes of late. See where that all goes, and what have you. See what else we want to do. We've been doing the SpaceX thing for a while. We've kind of hit a point where right now it's going to be a really kind of a lull in what's going on, because it's going to mostly just be me building a lot of mines, and harvesting a lot of resources. So I have a feeling that I'm going to probably be cutting back on the posting for space exploration. Not that I'm not playing it. It's just the stuff I'm going to be doing is probably kind of boring. It's all it is going to be, like I say, setting up resource fields, for the most part, until we can get our production cranked back up a bit. So we'll see what happens with that. We've got the tutorial series going, and I may be concentrating more on that with regards to posting for the next several videos, kind of thing, what have you. Um, I'm like I say, I'm thinking about checking out the map editor and that sort of thing. Um, I don't know about the server thing. The other thing I've been kicking around, I would love to, and I tried to go back and take a look at it, because now I have my new computer and what have you. Was going back to the old post novice collapse map, and seeing how this computer performed with it, because my old computer took a pretty big hit because of all the cars and all the trains and stuff like that are in that map. And it took a pretty bad hit, but I've got this new computer now, and I was kind of curious, and I messed about with it. I can't get it to work with 1.0. A lot of people, there's a lot of posts of people that can't get it to work. So I don't know if I'll get it working or not. I'm gonna probably play about with it some more, but I'm thinking about maybe starting a new map. Not that I'm, like I say, not that I'm gonna stop playing SpaceX, but maybe maybe starting something else as well, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm kicking it around. There's the Nilaus or whatever it is map that I've seen a couple of people messing about with. It's supposed to be like a prequel kind of idea, for Factorio, where you're actually terraforming the map. The thing with that one is, it gets into a lot of Bob's mod and Angel's mod and things like that. And as much as I enjoy space exploration, and as much as I have enjoyed messing about with it, to be really honest, I'm not sure I want to get into another game with a huge, complex science system to have to deal with necessarily right now. With the other series I've got going and stuff, and with space exploration, I'm not entirely sure that I want to turn around and get into another huge, very deep research game. So we'll see. And please, for the love of God, don't tell me about Dyson Sphere. I know about Dyson Sphere. Don't spam my stuff with it. The Factorio page on Facebook is being spammed to hell with it. I am aware of it. I have checked it out. Personally, it's okay. It's an early release, so there's a lot of stuff missing. For the price, it's okay. $17, you can't beat the price. But at the end of the day, right now, for me personally, it's meh. it's a game that I'm going to play for a while, and then it's going to go live in Neverland in my Steam library. I've got enough of those games that are just kind of there. You know, I've got probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 4,000 to 4,500 hours in 7 Days to Die. I've got somewhere in the neighborhood of 4,000 hours in Factorio. And then the rest of the stuff on my Steam library, I think the closest game to those, I've probably got 200-300 hours in. So I don't know. I'm trying to be a little more selective on what I choose to play, but at the same time, I am all for supporting new content, new stuff. So I did go ahead and get Dyson Sphere, because yeah, it does have some potential, I think. But more importantly, I'm a firm believer in supporting developers. I think that's a good thing to do. And so I went ahead and I picked it up, but I don't know that it's going to be a game that I'm going to be that interested in long term. So that's where things stand, guys. I'm going to continue to screw up and not fuel my inserters. You know, so I'm going to continue to shoot at bugs and clear some stuff out. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.